Hi everyone, I'd like to introduce my Lego G1 Bumblebee. As you can see here, Bumblebee is in his Volkswagen Beetle mode, which in Lego is a very difficult thing to do, I've found. I looked online and found some references, but it's tough to build a VW bug in Lego with all the different curves that it has. I'm pretty happy with how it came out though, despite the difficulties I had in the design process. Let's take a look at some of the features in vehicle mode. First, it rolls nicely. Not too bad. We'll take a look at the front. So I tried to achieve the VW curve there on the hood, and with the headlights, the bumper, I tried to do the around the wheel well here, and the kind of shape of the VW bug, kind of got the curve alright, I think. Got some tail lights in the back here. Got the rear bumper, it's supposed to be the rear window there. Got that rear vent. Kind of got the shaping of the rear slope there. I had black for the windows. Even got some black on the back. It's a little hollow in the back, but not too bad. I even got the side mirror there, that detail. So not too gappy, a little bit, but overall I think the top looks pretty nice. Like I said, the back, not too bad. Got the back bumper. But overall, I think it came out pretty good. Even the bottom's fairly clean. Can't really see too many robot parts or anything. There's no heads showing or anything like that. So overall, I'm pretty happy with how the Beetle design came. So, it actually, like most of my car builds, can actually fit a minifigure. There's one in there as we speak. So let's see if we can get him out of there. We'll need to remove him for transformation. And he just fits in there snugly like that. Take him out. Place him off to the side. Close that back up. And there we have VW mode again. Alright, let's get this guy into robot mode. Let's start the transformation. So to do that, we need to kind of move that whole thing back up again. Get this part out of the way. So I think we're going to work on the legs first. So we're going to move this whole thing there. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'll scooch this way here. So first we split the legs, like so. Of course the front of the car in typical G1 fashion will become his feet. And there's a secondary, like up by his thigh, that we split as well. So the whole front of the car is now split. So there's a little bit of finagling to do with his legs. There are a couple of ball joints here. First we're going to move this kind of sideboard down. We're going to separate the legs again. And we're going to spin on this ball joint here. I'm going to rotate the lower part of the leg there. Then we're going to kind of move that out. Move this whole thing out like that. And then there's another ball joint. See that right there. So we're going to swivel the whole kind of foot assembly there. Now I'm going to work on his kind of the heel spur, I guess. So we a little hinge here. We just kind of scooch that over. Oops, that broke off. It's only connected by one stud, so it tends to fall off every now and then. And then we're going to kind of bend this like that, rotate that little piece. Now we're going to scooch this whole thing like that. Oop, did I break off again? Back on. There, I'm going to rotate that piece like that. And that'll be his foot. Okay. Now, there we go. Alright. So we have one foot done. Now we do the same on the other side. Let's see if I can move that. So let's get this out of the way. Scooch this whole assembly like that. And bend this down. Rotate that. Spin that whole thing around. And get the foot lined up there. And we just do this. Sorry, you can't see that, can you? There we go. Scooch that this way. Scooch this, rotate that whole piece like that. And kind of fold that in like so. Oh, yeah, I forgot to fold that guy down, didn't I? Yeah. Same with this one. Okay. Alright, so the legs are done. A little bit of difficulty. Alright, so now we'll work on the arms. So let's see. So we pull this piece down here. Then we have to, let me get this out of the way so you guys see that a little better. Maybe we can go on this side. Here we go. So we just move that, and you have to rotate this up, and then this little part is a little bit tricky, but so we actually rotate this whole thing around like that just to get that out. That's going to become his shoulder at some point, and that's going to kind of go down like this. This is going to rotate like that to become his forearm. And behind here, the little hand, you just kind of rotate out here. There's that. And then this part, we just spin and then fold back. That's one arm. It'll start looking like a robot soon, don't worry. Alright, we'll do this side. I'm going to flip this back, get that out of the way, so we can access this arm. So this will be the same as the first side. So you open that up. We're going to spin that around. And we're going to take this whole thing, spin it like that. Spin that there. Rotate that there. Spin out the hand. Alright. Now we have his. Rotate that again. Alright, so now we should have his arms done. I'll just kind of get them in place. So we can probably rotate that down. Rotate that down. There we go. I think. Right up a little bit. Alright, now we can see if we can stand him up. Oops, that piece fell off. Alright, so now he looks a little weird. I'm going to get the camera up a bit. that. So then we bring this whole assembly up, and then this anti-stud will peg into this little stud here, tab right into that, and that'll be where his chest is. We go back, we have to spin his, bring his wheels back here, just kind of hide them. And let's see, we're almost done. I'm going to pop his head up a little bit. I'm sorry, I can't see. Alright, so now, final touches. We're just going to bring this forward, kind of like his shoulder. We're going to collapse the back here, like that. And finally, we will spin the head. Get him all posed up back here. We'll be in his robot mode. I'm pretty happy with how this came out. I think he looks pretty good. He's got the front of the car became his feet. Got the black legs, yellow forearms, black kind of upper arms and shoulders. He's got the horns on his head. Front looks pretty good. From the side, he's got a minimal backpack, I'd say. I think the back of the car folded up fairly nicely. He's got the back wheels have kind of become his lower back. You can see the back of the car there. And again, from the side, pretty good. So overall, I'd say happy with how robot mode turned out. So as far as articulation, he's got ball joints at the shoulders, as well as the elbows. He has wrist articulation. You can move these little guys back and forth. His feet are on ball joints, so they're, he can move them around. He's got a knee bend. He's got kind of a hip joint there. So overall, he's pretty posable. Now let's get him here next to Mr. Optimus Prime. I've been waiting for this one for a while. There he is next to Optimus, who's a little bit tall, so we gotta scooch them together and then move the camera back. There we go. There's Optimus Prime and Bumblebee together at last. I'm happy with how they look together. I think they scale nicely. Well, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned until the next one. Until then, take care.